Hello, class. Wanted to give you an opportunity to look at before you get started using the Peachtree, which is called Sage 50 Accounting. This is the US version. This is going to be the software that we'll be working with for the next 2 weeks, maybe three. Um, it is online. There is nothing for you to download. You will be using their Bellwether Garden Supply Company template. And we won't be adding too much information, but I really wanted to get you an idea of what the accounting software can do and the reports that you can generate. So we'll enter a few transactions. But before we do so, this introductory tutorial, just going to go over the actual features that you will see. And I'm giving you a small version or picture of my screen showing you the various areas that you'll see when you're actually into the software. Again, the software is not going to be loaded onto your machine, but you'll be using the online portion of it. It's a very nice system. It looks very good and easy and intuitive. At the top of the screen, it has the menu bar is very similar to what you would see in Excel or some other program. For example, you have your file, your edit, your list, maintain, task, analysis, options, reports, services, windows, and help. God knows you're going to need help. And the dashboard that we are looking at right now is under the customer and sales. You'll see the different areas where you can create transaction jobs, proposals, and time and expense tickets, and other transactions. And you have your vendors and purchases, which I'll give you again. It's just a little bit of what you'll see. These options here really just give you what period you're in, let you navigate where you are within that particular company. You can hide it if you want to. I'm not going to because I want you to see everything on the screen. And then as you're working with the software, you can hide what you don't need to look at. But this is the vendors area where you, vendor management is obviously where you add vendors, change vendors, or make them inactive. Generally not a good idea to delete vendors if you have current 1099 information. You don't want to delete them. You may want to just make them inactive. But nevertheless, within vendors is accounts payable where you write checks, you issue 1099s, and you can generate purchase orders for your transactions, your purchases. I'm going to try to get down a little lower. Here are some other icons that will allow you to perform various tasks. What you'll see with the software is the systematic nature of it. Everything has a very standardized look, regardless of whether you're in vendors and purchases or customers and sales or inventory. And I'll click here, inventory to service tasks. Again, it's set up in more of an icon type of format, which makes it so easy for you or anyone actually to know what needs to be done, which icon I need to use, and click onto it. And I'm not going to go through any details within this module at this point. I just want you to take a look at the screens, the availability of certain tasks, what they look like, the format of it, the setup. Nothing detailed at this point. It's just an introduction to the software that we'll be using in class. We will be entering transactions like vendors. We will purchase a few inventory items. We'll pay a few bills, possibly. We will also enter an invoice or two and create POs. We may set up a job or two, but all in all, those are very limited transactions that we will be performing within this module. But I think the major transactions which are commonly used are the ones that we'll be working through, and we'll be generating various reports for submitting for a grade. But using the internet to provide accounting services is a new thing. Most of the time you would download software onto your machine, and if you need updates, that kind of thing, you get a disk in the mail. Nowadays we have this cloud where you keep all your software and your data in this virtual place. It's becoming actually the norm, and in many ways it's good, in some ways it's bad, but it gives us an opportunity to evaluate software online without having to overload our computer system with a tremendous memory driven software package. And here, just in the payroll area, you can see how you can set up new employees, set up users. You can also create checks, direct deposit, and pay your employees. Very simple, very systematic, meaning everything in this module is very close to what you would see in inventory or vendors, with some exceptions, obviously, with taxes. but they follow a very consistent format. So I think it will be easy for you guys to follow up and work on these problems without a whole lot of problems. But if you have any difficulties, the search help is always good as well. And it does give you some quick tips on how to resolve some issues if you have them. But use your Q&A section in the classroom to ask any questions, and then also respond to others if you found the answer. Help everyone. But this introduction is going to be ending very soon, but I wanted you to get an idea of what you'll be using and how easy it is, and somewhat what of how actually the setup is so easy to understand. I'm going to go back to the dashboard, which gives me an overview of the entire company. Again, we're not going to set up Bellwether Garden Company, but we will use the template that they have already in place, and we will run some reports, lists, and we will maintain some transactions just to get a feel of how we are using accounting, information technology to create accounting transactions. It's absolutely a wonderful software package. Many organizations that incur revenues and expenses exceeding $6 million pretty much love this system because of the simplicity of it, but also it is a level of sophistication that you can do quite a bit, downloading information, importing information. It's just a very versatile software. So this will conclude our introduction to Peachtree Sage 50 accounting software, and we will be doing some more tutorials based on various transactions that I would like you to record and submit for a grade. If you have any questions as you're going through, by all means put them in the Q&A, or you can send me a message and I'll get back with you as well as to the class so that we can answer those questions. But I do believe that this software will be a very easy, a very straightforward lesson on how to use accounting in information technology and a specific software called Peachtree. Take care, and I will talk to you soon.